All right, so let's just get right to it. I decided to do a series since we are in the last week of March. I wanted to do a series for April predictions and what's coming towards each sign. So for today, it's going to be kicked off with Scorpio, Gemini, and Pisces. I will be pulling from the astrology arcana deck first to, get the basis of what's going on, and then we'll pull some tarot and some additional messages from the sacred symbols. So with all that being said, this video is for you, Scorpio. And thank you for coming to my channel of Cosmic Vibes. It's much appreciated here. I just would like to let you know you guys are always in a safe space. So I want you to sit back, relax, grab your cup of tea, and let's just get straight to it. I also advise later on during the week if you can check back in and check for your sun, moon, and rising sign so you get more detail of what's coming towards you for the month. I'm about to say March, but the month of April. So, with all that being said, please remember that these are general messages. Not everything may resonate with you, but take what's yours and leave the rest. But Scorpio, this is for you, hun. I hope that you all are excited as much as I am. So let's just get right to it. Thank you, Spirit. What is the April predictions for Scorpio? What do they need to be aware of coming this April? Thank you, Spirit. Okay, we have the Sun card here. So a lot of things are going to be shining down upon you. A lot of illumination, a lot of truth, a lot of yourself being put out there is what I see with the Sun card. A lot of eyes are going to be on you here. It's like you're going to be radiating a lot of positive high vibrations. What else, Spirit? We also have Juno here. So this is an asteroid. I'm actually going to read from that just to give you a better detail. And then we have Neptune. Has to do with your dreams, your possibilities here. Whatever you're trying to make come to life is what's going to be important for you. Whether it's something within your career, whether it's building some type of relationship here. This is all about things that you have been thinking in the past. Mind you, we just came out of Pisces season, so you probably had a lot of things on your mind, things that you wanted to create. Now it's like the month of April here, you're going to figure out how to bring a lot of these things to life. So let's just get right to it and find out what Juno is saying for you at this current moment. Yes, I'm still learning from this book, so bear with me here. But it's saying here, when Juno appears in a reading, it is time to take a look at your relationship and evaluate what is working and what is not. It says, make sure your focus is not only on the history of this relationship, but also the possible future of it. Juno never makes a flippant or sudden decision. She looks at every possible angle of the situation. It is the perfect time to make a list of pros and cons or indiscretion. Is your partner meeting your needs? Are you meeting their needs? If your partner strives for stability and you want excitement, how are you going to balance these desires? If you're not partnered up, this is a great time to do some self-reflection on what you bring to the table, the boundaries you want to set, or even if you want to be in a romantic relationship at all. So Juno, the partner, this is you actually trying to regulate if something is meant for you or if it's not meant for you in regards to relationships here. So Scorpio, you might be partnered up or you might be choosing to be remaining single at this current moment. So let's break it down with the tarot. Especially when you've been, with the Neptune energy here, thinking about, what your ideal partner would be like. Okay, and it's like you want somebody to bring out the best in you as you want to do for them. So definitely do your pros and cons to see if you're ready for a relationship. Have you fully healed? Are you ready to share your space with somebody else at this current moment? So Spirit is definitely going to give you some insight about how to do that here. We're going to figure out what this Sun card is all about with the tarot. Thank you, Spirit. What is the Sun in regards to Scorpio at this moment? We have the Four of Swords, and then we also have the Ten of Cups in reverse. So it's like you've been giving yourself some time out in regards to having emotional fulfillment with other people here in a relationship. It's like you've been closed off with your heart here, unsure of like what your next steps are going to be with this Four of Swords energy. But Spirit is trying to show you a way that no matter what, you will always have clear ground to walk on. It's okay to cross the bridge here. especially when, you know, the snow is reminding me of winter time. And mind you, we just had the spring equinox here, so you've been resting and contemplating if you're ready for a relationship at this current moment. But with the Ten of Cups in reverse here, this is like the springtime, and it's like you're still closed off to giving birth to something new here, especially with things that come to make you happy here. And this doesn't necessarily have to be a partnership like boyfriend, girlfriend, or whatever the case may be. This could just be your relationships in general, like your friendships, your family relations here. It's like you've been closed off to it. You've been keeping to yourself a lot here, but Spirit is saying it's time to illuminate and be more vibrating at this current moment. This is something that needs to be worked on for you, because you can have this emotional fulfillment here. You just have to get off your butt right now and actually put in some work, Scorpio. What else with the Sun card? Thank you. We also have the Page of Pentacles here. It's time to start being more understanding and be open to able to give and receive at this current moment, especially when it comes down to communication. You know, speaking things into existence here, letting things and old habits, you know, limiting beliefs die out here. And it's like when I look at this card here, it's you offering your heart as he's giving the star away here, offering his possibilities, his dreams, aspirations, giving it to Spirit, letting them take charge here, because you need to understand that everything is under divine timing here. And this is something that, you know, is intuitively being told to you, as you can see here with these purple crystals here. It's saying here, as long as you are, you know, tapping into, you know, acceptance, tapping into what gives you drive here, because we have a lot of orange crystals, and this is reminding me of your sacral chakra here, and you remain grounded here with this red energy, you'll be able to receive and also give what you truly want towards others and for yourself here. Okay, you need to trust that you will be able to have success at this current moment when it's coming down to building stronger relationships. You know, this is you at the beginning stages. You are a Page of Pentacles at this time, so you're learning how to be more open. All right. You need to remember that slow and steady wins the race. We're not trying to rush into anything here when it comes down to having relations with other people here, especially when, you know, you are unsure, you were in rest mode for quite some time over the winter. But now you're noticing that you do want some type of emotional fulfillment within your life here, and you're being, you know, preparing yourself to, you know, put this wish into Spirit's hands here and say, you know what, I changed my mind. You know, I want to give way and bring in something new, something that's going to be delightful, you know, something that is inspiring to me, that's going to help me, you know, give me the passion, the drive that I need to succeed at this current moment. It's like you realize that there's certain things that you can't do on your own for you, Scorpio. Like you want to have somebody by your side here to share these, you know, come-ups that you're having as well. It's like, you know, you want to be successful, but you don't want to celebrate it alone while you're at the top of the food chain. Like you want somebody by your side who can share these types of quality moments is what I'm getting here. What else, Spirit, with the Sun card? Yeah, with Juno here, and this is landing over by Juno. I'm going to bring my camera a little bit closer so you can see. We have the Eight of Wands in reverse here. So something was halted at a point in time, or maybe you feel like at this current moment you are, you know, a little bit still on the fence here about how to take on this energy, like putting yourself out here with the Eight of Wands in reverse. This is like some type of thing being stopped or a blockage here, like you feel halted, especially on the dreams that you're trying to, you know, make come true here. Because as you can see up close, this lady is still veiled with her stag, which is a form of protection here. It's like you want to protect your heart at this current moment. It's like you have a lot of wishes that you want to see come true here. And it's like you have the sun setting here. So maybe you have, you know, certain belief. Like when you think of the sun, it's like the happiest card out of the deck here. And it's like setting on you. So you're unsure of where this is going to lead you. If you're going to have that success here, especially when it comes down to your emotions here with the stillness of the water here. But the sun is setting on your emotions here. If you look at it, it's like they're trying to show you a light that you can open up your heart, that you can express yourself. All right. But, you know, as we had that Juno energy, it was saying that you need to have these pros and cons. I pulled this for the sun, but it landed on Juno. So I'm going to move on to Juno here and see what this is all about. Because what is slowing down Scorpio when it comes down to this Eight of Wands energy, Spirit? Why do they feel like it's a little bit difficult for them to be open to relationships here, or what they bring to the table? Thank you. All right, we have a Page of Cups. Page of Cups is like I said, you are at the very beginning stages of opening your heart to new things, new people, new situations here. It's like you know that you're ready to offer something here, especially with this fish. It's like you're here to deliver a message here. It's like Spirit is asking you to be grounded. And you see how there's a little waterfall in the background here? It's asking you to be more flowing. Go with the flow here. Get creative as well. Don't be afraid to stand out is what I'm getting here with this Page of Cups energy. You know, get excited to put yourself out there again. Instead of looking at, you know, trying to find your partner or your new friends or connecting with family, regardless of the type of relationship, you have to be open to, you know, being noticed, you know, having a conversation here. This is what's important to you. You know, I know that you're very reserved type of personality, Scorpio. You don't like people prying into you, getting to know every little detail. Nobody's asking you to do that, but Spirit is saying you got to give something here. You got to say hello. You got to smile. Okay, you got to be open to receiving here. You got to be okay with expressing yourself, your emotions here, what makes you happy. Okay, it's like you got to be more talkative here. They want you to really open your heart a lot here with this green energy. It's time for you to start getting creative. So if you're somebody that's looking to find a partnership or some type of relationship, you have to put yourself out there, not just being cooped up in the house, you know, just looking on your phone, looking at little dating apps, swiping away. Like Spirit is saying, okay, that's all well and fine, but if you really want to connect, go outside. You know, Spirit is saying here it's time to get a little bit creative when it comes down to finding your next relationship here. You know, maybe you already do have somebody that's trying to reach out to you. You need to be ready to offer yourself. Give that rose. Or maybe this could be the other person trying to offer you something. This is you jumping out of the water with excitement. And maybe you feel very cautious about doing this, especially with this Eight of Wands in reverse. What else, Spirit, do they need to know? Here we go with the Nine of Swords in reverse. I'm happy to see that. That means you're actually getting some clarity. You're not overthinking, you know, especially when it comes down to, am I ready for a relationship? Am I ready to have certain connections? Maybe before you were, and that's why you were in a Four of Swords energy in the beginning here. When it comes down to starting new, you know, maybe you had some heartbreak before and you were trying to overcome, trying to heal at a current moment in your life here. You know, you already went through a lot of pain because we have a lot of dark blue energy here and it's giving me a lot of sadness. But the thing is like you had to come with certain truths within yourself, especially when it comes down to acknowledging things that have hurt you. It's like you tried to have a tough exterior, Scorpio. It's like nobody can disturb your peace. Nobody can hurt you. But when you go by yourself, you know, that's when you have your moment. You may shed a tear or two, like, damn, that actually did hurt, but you know what, I'm not going to let anybody see me cry. You know, I need to realize certain things that I need to build back up within myself. You know, maybe I do need to take a pause for a second here, especially when I want something that's very abundant. I really do want to take charge, but it's hard for me to overcome certain challenges here. But it's like you sat down and you started to do some shadow work, you know, for a minute. Maybe that's why the Eight of Wands was in reverse for you, especially in the beginning of Juno here. Maybe you put yourself on pause here because you had to remove the veil. It's like see past rose-colored glasses. Maybe your past relationship, maybe you idolized somebody, you put somebody on a pedestal at a point in time here and they didn't turn out to be the best person in the world. And you really had to acknowledge that. You had to build yourself back up and then say to myself, you know what, this is not going to happen again. You know, I have to see what the issue was with that person and what was the issue within me. And now I learned these lessons and now I know how to apply them. You know, even though I took this time out, and, trying to figure out what the pros and cons are, if I'm truly ready for this relationship. I've been wishing for something, to really do a change for me in my life here, because I do want some type of partnership here. I do want to be able to shine a light on my emotions, express here. I want something to come in quickly, but I needed to find the clarity. And now you're approaching this type of clarity with this Page of Cups energy here. And it's like now you're building up some type of excitement, but you got to keep the momentum going, because it's not a knight, it's not a queen or a king, it's a page. So this is the early stages for you. Okay, so I don't want you rushing, especially when it comes down to, getting into a new relationship. Take your time. We're going to figure out what Neptune is for you. I'm going to move these cards out of the way. Thank you, Spirit. And I'll come back to these later. But Spirit, can you show me what is Neptune for Scorpio in regards to this? When it's, what is Neptune? And this is, here we go. Here we go. Another page here. It is the Page of Wands in reverse. So yeah, it's like you are having quite the struggle with it. Not saying quite the struggle, I take that back. It's like you're back and forth to see if you're ready to share yourself with another person. You're really on the fence about it. This is something that you want to do, right? But it's very slow for you. Hold on, let me just move the cards so I can explain it. Doing it my way. This is something very hard for you to do, even though it makes you very happy. It would put you out in a different light here. You would be vibrating. This is something that that truly matters to you. It's something that you desire, but you've been on the fence about it. You know that this is something that you're being called to do. You already have the clarity, but you're trying to make sure that you're not going to have, repetitive mistakes. But again, here with the Page of Wands in reverse and Neptune here, it's like you're making up stories in your head, or you're dreaming up these scenarios on why not to take action here. Maybe you feel like you will not be fulfilled. You won't receive the nourishment that you need at this current moment from somebody else. But Spirit is saying that you need to trust your intuition with this purple energy here and actually ignite the fire within you. Have that passion. All right, you need to give yourself space and start speaking more positive into your life here. It's like you're being very hesitant, Scorpio. What else is coming towards Scorpio with this Page of Wands in reverse? Here we go. We have the Fool here in reverse. And then we also have the King of Pentacles in reverse here. It's like you're very hesitant on if you're going to be able to take action and have a drive to start anew here. It's like you're unsure about stepping into the unknown here. And remind you in the beginning with the Sun here, your initial card was the Page of Pentacles here. This is you offering, giving up something here, letting Spirit take hold of it, right? And it's like really Neptune is really it's all about what's in your head, what you're constantly thinking and dreaming about. It's like stop saying a lot of doubts is what I'm getting. Like you need to speak more positive into your life about you putting yourself out there and connecting, taking action on your heart here, starting these new beginnings for yourself and knowing that it's going to be okay no matter what the outcome. If you're unsure of what path that you're going to be on here, at least you're not where you were from before. You're not being stagnant. Okay, there's certain things that have already been revealed to you with this lunar energy here. And Spirit is guiding you. They have your back here, but you have a veil on. And because you have this veil, you can't see exactly what's going to happen here. It's like you put everything on pause here. You need to understand that if you start putting in the work here, it's going to lead to something very beautiful and abundant for you in your life. And it's like this hidden knowledge that you don't see yet here with this white snake energy here. The King of Pentacles is somebody very reserved, very stable, okay, very giving, a nurturer, that type of energy here. So you need to be in this mind frame that you are able to do these things, or you will find the partner that has these qualities is what I'm getting here for you. for the month of April. So this is really all about you having a lot of connections, especially if this is a partner. Like, you need to trust the process, okay? You really need to get out of your head with this Neptune energy here. Like I said, we are already coming out of the Pisces season. I think right now we're in Aries season. So like I said, Spirit wants you to take action on yourself. Be more open to receiving. Be open to love. Be open to you know, being able to express yourself, your emotions, talking, being creative here, standing out. You do get noticed. You know, like, you make a lot of people happy is what I'm getting here, Scorpio. You do. You bring joy into a lot of people's lives here. And, you know, people want to reach out, but you can't keep building up brick walls here. That's not going to get you anywhere. Okay, it's going to help you, you know, be stuck. And that's not something we want to do. We don't want to remain in that Four Swords energy. We don't want to remain in the Page of Wands energy or the Fool in reverse here. We want something successful, something that's going to make you happy here. So I'm glad that you're watching this reading, because this is what's meaningful right now. This is like a forewarning. Don't build brick walls. It's okay to be a little vulnerable with other people. We all know, we all go through heartbreaks, and, you know, people disappoint us. And like I said, this doesn't have to be a relationship. Even if you already are in a relationship, don't close off and shut off, you know, to your partner. That's another thing here. You know, your partner wants to help you. Your partner wants to support you. They want to show you kindness. They want to show you a lot of love here. And it's like, maybe you feel like you don't want to put the weight of the world on their shoulders here. Maybe you feel like you need to suffer in silence is what I'm getting. But Spirit is saying for you not to do that. This is something that you need to avoid with this Neptune and energy here. Okay? Like, I don't want to say the D word, but it's time to stop being delusional and being a little bit negative Nancy's when it comes down to having these connections with people. Like, each one of these things here, you turned up as a page here. Okay, so this is, you know, you have to develop some type of maturity here. Initial steps. This is the beginning stages of you accepting that it's okay to have love. It's okay to have friendships. It's okay to be around your family. It's okay, you know, to express and let people come close to you, Scorpio, is what I'm getting here for the month of April. I'm going to pull some sacred symbol messages for you. Thank you, Scorpio. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit, what does Scorpio need to know with sacred symbols? Thank you. Okay. Here we go. We have protection. All right. So whatever that you're worried about when it comes down to these connections here, or if you're going to find something that's truly meant for you, if the people that are coming into your life, if they're safe, you need to know that you are already divinely protected. Your spirit guides are trying to give you an emphasis on that. Like, don't stress, you know, don't always think or assume the worst is going to happen, is what I'm getting here. They also want you to meditate your sacral chakra. It's like maybe you have a lot of trauma down there in that area. It's time to start doing some stretches, especially around the hips, the area around there, to open up. Okay, but also do your sacral chakra meditations. Listen to frequency music here. I want you to start journaling, saying certain affirmations here. I am open to receive. You know, I deserve healthy and divine relationships. You know, I'm okay to, you know, allow my emotions to run freely. Like, these type of things are very important for you. My angels and my spirit guides watch over me every day. You know, I am divinely protected. I am in a sacred space. Like, that type of energy they want you to be in. You need to trust the process, that you are okay to step out of your comfort zone, Scorpio. What else? Okay, so then we also have time, and one fell on the floor, so give me some, and then we have new moon. Okay, so a lot of things are on divine timing here with these connections here. Like I said in the beginning of the reading here, not everything is meant to be rushed. Okay, you need to trust your intuition. This is you being grounded as you're going through this process as well. It's like you're seeing past illusions, But as you can see, the timing of the moon is running out and now it's connecting to the sun here. So you do have a lot of alignment, a lot of vibrant energy. Mind you, we did have the sun as your very first card. So the sun is like one of the happiest cards out of the deck. So you do have happiness. You know that it's gnawing at you to, you know, to get it. Like the sun is here. Like take your happiness. You don't need to just push it away. And like I said, you need to really understand how deserving you are, Scorpio. But all of this illusion and confusion, things being hidden in the dark here, it's going to give way to the light here. This is like a star type of energy too. It's like we already went through the stillness and the quietness of the winter. Now we're embracing the warmth of the spring here. Everything is divine timing, and spirit wants to make sure that you are ready mentally, spiritually, emotionally for this type of relationship to come into your life. So they definitely want you to understand you are protected and you need to ground yourself and you need to be more practical. I'd rather you be more practical at this time anyway, because like I said, you have a lot of Neptune energy here. And in a good light of Neptune, you know, this is you dreaming of your endless possibilities, being creative here. But also Neptune can represent a lot of illusion and confusion here. And for you, Scorpio, that's what I'm getting here for you. A lot of illusion and confusion when it comes down to taking chances on yourself or thinking that you are deserving. And Spirit wants you to get out of this mind frame because we have the new moon. You do have a lot of new beginnings coming towards you. You need to embrace it. You need to start manifesting when the next new moon appears. Okay? You do have this new beginning here, and it's going to lead you to a sun energy. And you need to understand that whatever you're embracing with this next relationship in your life, you're going to have a lot of divine protection over it. Okay? Nobody can take this away from you. Okay? But you need to get in the mindset that you are worthy of having this. Okay, I want you speaking positivity when it comes down to having connections. And if you're like I said, if you're already booed up with somebody, you need to be open and understand that your relationship is protected, that you guys will come into more fun times. And it's like you guys have a fresh start here to start anew with each other. You know, maybe if you guys are going through a rocky period at the moment, you know, there's a new beginning here where you guys can be more open and start understanding each other more so you guys can move forward and get into a deeper connection within the relationship that you already have. Okay, so this is not for you to be stressing over. Let me see. I'm going to pull some Mindful Oracle on top of this too. Okay. And this is worth here. It was coming out in reverse here. So you need to understand your self-worth. Okay, you need to value, and your opinions matter, your worth matters here. We're not settling for breadcrumbs, Spirit is saying here. You know what is truly important for you, and you are protected here. Somebody, maybe you feel like you're not going to be treated worthy, or you feel like somebody's going to undermine you. Get out of that Delulu land here, okay, because it's making you hesitant on these new beginnings here. But somebody's really going to see your worth and treat you like the king or the queen that you are. Okay, and it's saying here that you're being asked to honor your worth. It can be easy to feel that we aren't good enough or worthy of happiness. And that's basically your whole entire reading. Okay, this simply isn't the case. However, you are worthy and you have inherent value. It's saying it's time to cherish yourself and see your true worth here. Like I said in the very beginning, this is all about you accepting love into your life, being able to give and receive and know that you are valued. Your words matter, your feelings matter, your heart matters, and not everybody's out here to destroy it, Scorpio. I know you like being the detective and, you know, it's like the glass is half empty instead of half full type of energy here, but you need to put yourself in a lighter space. Okay, you are the death card. You are meant to always transform and have a rebirth into new experiences. And this new moon coming out here is definitely telling you, you know, no matter what, this is going to happen. So you need to be prepared for it. But when this happens, we want you thinking positive and not negative. Okay, not everybody's out here to get you. All right. I'm actually going to pull an additional career card for you as well, since this is really about, connections and relationships here, whether it's, like I said, if you're already booed up, if you're not, if you're looking for new friendships or better connections with your family, it all can coincide here. But I'm going to pull a career card for some of you guys that are looking to advance, you know, looking to find something else, whatever comes out for you, Scorpio. But I just want to throw that in there. I'll probably do this for the other signs too, but I loved how the flow of this reading went. But please, 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 Scorpio, like I said, open up your heart for the month of April. Okay? I don't want you closed off. You do deserve love. Okay? You do deserve love. You need to know that somebody is going to show you how worthy and how much of a value and asset that you are to them, how much a strong partnership can be built, or how much your partner truly loves you. It's there. So don't build that brick wall next month. I want you to get out of that Delulu mindset with the Neptune energy. Spirit, what is some career advice before I close out this reading for Scorpio? Thank you. Alrighty. Even though I just talked about like relationships, I just want to show you your first card, Scorp, is like great match. Alright, so I'm going to focus this on career, but what the hell, Scorpio, you got great match, so stop second guessing crap. Especially if you have interest in somebody, you're a great match with somebody. It says, you're on the verge of finding the perfect work for you. Don't give up. You may need to grow your own business to be truly happy here. So if you're in a career field that is like not for you, okay, you're not truly happy about it, Spirit is saying that, as you go through this and you start, researching certain qualities about yourself, letting go of being seen, letting go of, being worried about expressing yourself here, being open to, offering yourself to Spirit here, saying, here's my heart, I give it to you here, please help me find the abundance that is needed within me here. Spirit is going to Spirit is going to start showing you where you need to be, what path you need to be on. It's like your divine purpose. Okay, Spirit is telling you don't give up. You have to keep fighting the good fight here. And that was with that whole brick wall type of energy that was going on. You need to be vulnerable at this current time. Okay, when it says you may need to grow your own business here, this may be something that's independent entrepreneurial work for you at this current moment. Maybe you're used to that 9 to 5 here and you have some issues with stepping out of that. But Spirit is saying you are the creator of your own world. As you can see, this lady here, she may be sleeping on the world right now. She's not seeing the whole success process, but she needs to open up her eyes because she has the rest of the remaining pieces to have the world in her hands. Okay, so Spirit is aligning you where your divine purpose, especially when it comes down to your career, where you need to be in the month of April. And then we also have on the table, it's time to put your demands on the table and get serious about what you want. Ask for a raise, a promotion, or a setup. So if you're deciding to do your 9 to 5, if you are somebody that loves your job here and you feel like you deserve more, and as we were talking about earlier in your reading here, your self-worth, it's time to acknowledge the little things that you do and how much is going to put you on the table here. Maybe you have some issues with, taking a leap of faith. Like, yes, I want a promotion, but I know when I get this promotion, it's going to come with a lot of responsibilities. Spirit is telling you, you can take these. Okay, this is not something that's difficult for you to do. You have it in the bag here. Okay, so take that chance on yourself. Okay, when it comes down to saying what you can and cannot do, it's time to put your demands on the table here. You will be noticed. It's not going to shun you, okay? Because the more that you think negative, you won't really understand how much of a King of Pentacles you are. So get out of that Delulu mind frame, okay? And you could step up too with putting in more work here. This is you being open to receiving, standing out, being comfortable, being in your own skin type of energy here. All right, you deserve to have success in your life, okay? And it's all right for you to speak up on it. It's all about self-worth when it comes down to you for the month of April, Scorpio. And then we have cultivation here. It's saying you are in the growing phase right now and you must continue to water the seeds you have already planted in order to reap the rewards. So what did we say in the beginning of your reading here? You were in a lot of page energy. You had the page of pentacles. You had the page of cups. You had the page of wands in reverse here. All right, so this is beginning stages, but you have already offered your seed. You're planting something. Now you need to continue on the path. Get out of your mind. Not think negative. Know your worth. Stand on your own 2 feet. You're going to have independence, okay? You're going to find where you truly thrive at. And you're going to cultivate on that. You're going to stand on business is what I'm getting from Spirit. Excuse me. And you see the sun is shining on the harvest here. There's a lot to gain over here if you decide to do this, but you have to trust yourself. That's where it starts. Okay? You have to trust yourself and have a lot of courage at this current time in the month of April, because this is, like I said, the beginning stages for you. It's like the new year has set in this month. Now you already started to set your intentions on what you want to do. And now is the time to just really continue on this path here, because that new moon energy came out for you right here. That new moon energy is here. You have a lot of new beginnings, new partnerships, new ways to, start work for yourself, new ways to get a promotion, new ways to get a raise. It's going to give you avenues to make yourself be known in your career, whether you're doing something independent or if you're working in a group setting here. You have a lot of opportunities, so don't close yourself off to it, Scorpio. This is a time for you to be successful in the month of April. You don't see it yet, but Spirit sees it and they want you to be prepared for it, okay? Don't be closed-minded to these new things that are surrounding you in your life. Okay, don't push away your blessings is what Spirit is saying here. Okay, even though it may take some work and some energy and whatnot, it is worth the wait. Okay, especially with this time card here. Know that everything will work out in your favor as long as you are open to, being open to the flow of, sacredness, your sacral chakra here, okay? Divine feminine, divine masculine energy, being comfortable with who you are as a person here. In divine timing, things will give way to the sun and you'll have this new beginning. And it's going to be successful. You just have to believe it and you will see it. I don't want to say believe it to see it. No, you should be believing it now. Even if it's not right in front of you and it's not like tangible, it's not right in your hands, you need to already know that you have this. Okay? It's just you get out of the mental mind frame if you're mature enough or you can handle it, because you can. All right? And your partner deserves a chance. All right? If you are coupled up, you need to give them a chance to, let them show you that you are desired, you are loved, you are seen, you are understood. Okay, because I feel like they already want to give you that. So you can't be so distant with other people. All right, let that guard down. Stop building that damn brick wall. I understand why we do it. Protection. But Spirit is telling you, you already have this. They're not going to let you, stumble and fall again. It's like you already learned a lot of lessons previously, Scorpio. Now you're just applying them and using them as you go through this new process. So this was your reading for the month of April. I hope that you enjoyed it. I will check in with you guys and take care. Love ya. Bye.